Hello, hello. Two Sheds Gabby here. 3 boxes of half dollars I've got to go through. You realize it's been a week since I've had any half dollars to look through? A whole week. But here we go. Hope we get us a little bit of silver today. Today we're going to talk about why you should still be hoarding silver. I was looking at some silver forecasts this last week. Phew, interesting what they're predicting. We'll talk more about it in a little while. I'm going to go ahead and get right into it and see if we can find anything today. It's been a while. A week seems like a long time. We'll go through several, see if we find anything. If we ain't finding anything, I'll turn off the camera and go through the end of the box and then try again on the next box. If you watch any of the news anywhere, sometimes you hear the year 2030 pop up. Like by 2030, you know, they're talking about implementing a huge percentage of autos being electric. They're talking about having the world's emissions lowered tremendously. Some people are talking about if we don't do something by 2030, global warming is going to be this or that. Bill Gates wants us to be eating roach meat instead of cow meat because they say cows put off too much methane. The CCP, Communist China, would like to own America by 2030. you know, there's lots of things out there predicted. But along with all that, this silver prediction chart that I came across, and I'll show it to you in a little while, predicts prices to get pretty doggone high, and then they have some of their reasoning and whatnot behind it. And if it's even partially true, in my opinion, then I would encourage people to get into this and find as much silver as they can. Silver just dropped, by the way. It had gotten back up to 24 something. It's last I looked, it's down to 22 something. You might want to the 2021. You may want to get online and buy some Canadian maple leaves. I think their prices are fairly reasonable and they're very good looking coins. I have not done that because I like getting my silver for free. But I'm tempted to go ahead and buy a few just to be in on it. I don't know. After getting it free for several years, I don't get tons of silver. I keep stacking it and keep stacking it. But, people that are willing to put out a little bit of money probably have a whole lot more silver than I do. I have a nice chunk. But I may go ahead and rake out a little bit, and if I can find a good price, not very much premium, I may buy some of those Canadian maple leaves. I think they're pretty good looking coins. And I'll look around and see what else I can find. It don't really matter that much to me. I don't want to pay for the design as much as I want to pay for the silver. I don't mind at all just buying rounds or squares or whatever the shape the ounce bars are. I like to get them as close to spot as I possibly can. I'd like to get some today in these 3 boxes. As soon as I walked in the door, the lady at the counter saw me and jumped up and went to speak to, I don't know, I guess she's a manager there who orders for me every week. And went over to see, how many they had for me this week. And I saw her holding up one finger. I'm like, oh no. But I don't know what that meant because they had 3 boxes. So that was cool. Found a couple of dimes at a coin machine. 2022. One of them was Canadian. I looked at the side real quick, before I looked at the year, and it's like, oh, that looks like silver. It was a, what year was that? 89, I think it was, and I believe they were made of 100% nickel in that year, or several years there, and they have since gone to steel. And that's just so weird. It's so weird to me for money to be picked up with a magnet. I joined a sportsman's club this year. They've got a really nice fishing lake, and they got shooting ranges and clubs, people that meet for certain types of black powder shooting and different types of ski shooting and stuff like that. And they got a little indoor pistol range. It's a pretty cool place. I haven't fished in a year, about 2 years, I guess. Since I've moved back to this area, I have not fished. So I need to get all my equipment out and get the dust and rust off of it and get back out there and do some fishing. I miss that. I forget how big this lake is. It's a nice lake. It's a trolling motor and rowing only. It's no gas-powered mowers. I was a member there, oh my goodness, probably 40 years ago. And I got married, and then we moved away, and we were gone for 25 years. And now we're back, and I joined this club. I joined a few months ago, and then I got busy working on my house, and I haven't been back. I went there today for a meeting. Oh, is that silver? 4th one? Well, I hope so. No, they faked me. I hate it when they do that. Yeah, I can see where I can see a little bit of copper there now. But look at that. The quick glance, it's like, man, I got something there. We'll go through a few more, see if we find anything. If not, I'll turn it off and just go through it and see if maybe if something starts showing up, then I'll definitely come back on. And maybe if this box doesn't produce, another one will. I'll tell you, you see it all. I've had times where I've bought several boxes and none of them produced except one, and it did really well. So you just never know. '22. we'll just do this. If we don't get any silver in this one, I'm going to turn it off for a little bit. I see nothing. Sadly, no silver in box number 1. I got several of the 2022s, 2021s. I got one NIFC 2018, and this got a lot of rainbow colors in it. That's pretty cool. On the back too. Pretty good rainbow tarnishing going on. I'll hang on to that guy. Ain't that nice? That's pretty cool. Box 2 coming up. Well, let's get right on into box 2. I didn't see any silver enders there, sadly enough. I just checked the silver price again, and it looks like it ended today at $22.28. That's pretty low, folks. Pretty low. It's if you're gonna buy, it's not a terrible time to do it. Buy low, sell high. That's always our aim. So this coin price forecast I was looking at. Oh, looks like a new one. 2022. Nice. 2 of them. Now let's get a 1962. But anyway, this coin price forecast that I was looking at, they predict by the end of the year that silver will be right at $29. And then by the end of 2026, 3 years from the end of this year, they're saying it's going to be $57. And then the big 2030, they're saying $73. That's a pretty good jump for our money. Of course, we don't know what the dollar will be worth then. Time will tell. And if you're still around in 2034, they say it's going to hit $99. 2022. $99. So, you know, let's just go to the 2026, $57. If you start today, you know, plus if you're getting it like this in the coin roll hunting, you're basically getting your silver for free, and then you're cashing in $57 an ounce. Pretty sweet. Over the years, I have had several people write to me just angry and saying, you keep saying that you get it for free, but you have to pay for it. And I just don't agree with that. If I go into the bank with $500 and no silver, and I come out of the bank with $500 and some silver, how much did I pay for it? I say nothing. I mean, let's say it's a $50, a silver $50. I gave them 50 cents for that $50, but they gave me 50 cents in the $50. It cost me $0. I don't know why they keep wanting to argue that. The cost for the silver is $0. Now, we're not talking about paying for gas and that sort of stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. 2021. I'll show you the chart as we're going along here of the each year, their prediction for each year. I just pull a couple of years out of there. The chart shows each year between now and like 30, 34, 20, 34. $2022. This one has been on the edge at one time. There's the ring of death around it. I don't know if you can see that or not. From where it's been on the ender of the roll. Quit it. We'll go through a few more in this box. If we don't find anything, I'll turn it off. Go through the rest of it. If I don't find anything, we'll go start back up on box number 3, and hopefully we'll find something there. I'd like to find another proof coin. Let's just do one more, see if we find anything. $2022. But no silver. Okay, we're moving on to box 3 because we found no silver in box 2. I got a bunch more of the 2022s. I'm getting close to having a whole roll there. And a few other, got another NIFC 2007. I hope we find at least one. Oh, there's another, looks like a new one right there. I was talking about 2030, some of the different things that we're hearing in the news. I want to challenge you just to go on Google and look up predictions for 2030. If you have any traditional American views, I venture to say you're not going to like very many of the predictions for 2030. Not very much. I guess we just have to learn to cope. Pray that we get to keep some freedom. And move to an island. Build a wall around your property. Stock up on seeds. Grow your own food. Get you some chickens. If you have room, get you some cows if they'll let you keep them. Because you got to watch out for those cow farts. Anyway, all that stuff aside, stacking silver, trying to have a nice chunk of it. And copper, I would suggest getting started on that too. 2022. Start stacking away what you can. Oh, I'm about to lose it. You know, I'm starting to think that I'm not going to get any silver in these 3 boxes today. It certainly happens, I tell you that. I picked up 2 $10 bills a few days ago from 1950. I guess I'll probably put those on eBay and see if I can make a few bucks. I try to get a little cash flow in my hunts, find some things that are collectible for other people. I don't keep everything. Everybody has to decide what it is they want to collect, and I keep my eye open for things, but I don't keep everything. So some stuff I sell and make a few bucks. Whatever bills I get in, I check them for star notes. And I find one every now and then. Be nice to have a rogue 40%er pop up here somewhere. Keep me from getting skunked. As for me, I do the best in this old world that I can, but I'm putting most of my confidence in the next world, I guess you'd say. I stopped in at one of my bank branches here a couple days ago and ordered 4 boxes of pennies. I'm hoping they call me tomorrow, but it probably won't be till the first of next week, but I'm looking forward to that. One of the cool things that about the Hoard and copper, is, sometimes you get the $50 or whatever and you just simply don't find any silver. But when you get a box of pennies, you always find some copper. Sometimes you get more than others, but that's the cool thing about it, is you're going to get some. Man, I am dropping coins. 2021 that time. Someday that may change, but for now, I usually find about 3 pounds per box. And it depends on where you are. That could change. I talked to a guy in New York. He says he finds 4 or 5 pounds per box. I think he said upstate New York. I am really dropping. 2009 NIFC. I saw a Garda armored truck today. I forget where I saw it. It was not at a bank. And I really wanted to ask him if he could tell me any banks that they take coins to, but I don't think they can tell you that kind of stuff. Because almost everybody around my area is Brinks. I'm just curious if they still service any of the little banks. I'd like to find out so I could join that bank. Not that there's a guarantee that you'd get anything different, or better, but it would be hopefully different. I just don't know how I feel about pulling into a bank's parking lot and sitting there all day, every day for a week to see who brings them their coin. So I'm thinking about next week looking around for these antique shops where they rent out booths, and just looking around and seeing if any of them that rent space at these antique shops selling coins and just see what they have to offer. Maybe I could get a deal or two. Wow, it's a very nice 1973. I thought it was going to be one of those new coins. That's in really good condition. I think we'll set that one aside. It's not looking good today, sadly. I know on the days you don't find very much, it's hard to convince people to keep looking for silver. But, you know, I do find it. I have found, I can't remember the exact number, but it's well over 200 silver coins this year. And that's pretty cool. And I'm sure I'll find some more this year. There's a 2002 D. 2,500,000. One more. If we don't find anything here, I'll turn it off and let you know at the end if I found anything. We're about halfway through the box, maybe a little more. I stopped in a bank and they had 7 rolls of half dollars, and this is the 3rd roll, and it looks like the 4th from the end there is going to be silver. What year? 64, 90%er. That's fantastic. I'm going to have to call the bank teller and say thank you. Okay, I just went to the next roll, and I think there's 3. One on the far right, then the 4th one, and it looks like the 5th one here from this end. I'm guessing they're probably all 40%ers. 3 would be fantastic. Yeah, that one is 65, 40%er. Right there. Oh, 64, 90%er. How cool is this? Is amazing. What a stroke of luck today. 65, another 40%er. 3 in one row. 3 in a row. Fantastic. These next 3 rolls, after I found these, didn't have anything in them. But it's so funny. I went through $1,500 worth of halves looking for some silver and didn't find a thing. And then I stopped in at a bank just by chance and asked them if they've got any. They happened to have $70 worth. And I talked with the guy that worked there for a while. He's a coin collector too. He assured me, he goes, man, as I'm telling you, he goes, I did not go through these. I'd have told you if I did. But then there they are. It's so cool. 2 90%ers and 2 40%ers. 64 and 65. Makes for a good day.